Welcome to another edition of Real Thoughts and Conversation. My name is Leon Thomas. I'm the host of Real Thoughts and Conversation, the show where we talk about pressing topics, pressing issues, sometimes in sports, sometimes in society. Tonight's show, it's going to combine them both. You're watching Real Thoughts and Conversation. Let's talk about it. All right. Welcome again to Real Thoughts and Conversation. I'm Leon Thomas. Thanks for being here. If you would like to be a guest on Real Thoughts and Conversation, it's real simple. Send me an email. Send the email to leonthetrainer@gmail.com. Let us know you'd like to be a guest on the show. If you have topics, things you'd like to talk about, send me an email and we'll see if we can go ahead and talk about that. Tonight, we have a hot topic tonight. Before we bring in the topic, let's introduce and bring on our panelists for tonight. We have Jasmine Pollock and Tamar Wertz. Thank you both for being here. Jasmine, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Leon?
I'm doing groovily. Yes, I am. Thanks for being here. And Tamar, thank you for being here as well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, Leon.
My pleasure. Thank you both for being here. And here's the thing. I know a lot is going on in the terms of sports and the world and all that. And our topic tonight is all things Aaron Rodgers. All things Aaron Rodgers. But before we jump into that, I want you to take a minute or two to introduce yourselves to our audience. Jasmine, you go ahead first.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Pollock. I am the current host of Jasmine's First Impression Sports Talk that airs every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am a Green Bay Packers fan, so I'm really excited about this topic. So I'm ready for it. So let's get it.
All right. And Tamar, go ahead and tell us about you, sir.
Hi, my name is Tamar Wertz. I am a business sports management major, and I am hosting our 2022 annual sports management conference. And I'm a Ravens fan, but Lamar had the same issue at some point. So I've been wanting to talk about this since it aired out. So I've been ready.
All right. So we have a Green Bay Packers fan and a Baltimore Ravens fan. Tamar, just for the record, for everyone to know, I'm a Ravens fan too. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Right. So here's the thing. What was it? Last week before, 10 days ago, whatever it was. Right. We find out that Aaron Rodgers goes into COVID protocol. Right. But remember way back when, I don't know, 6 weeks ago or 6 months, whatever it was, the question was, Aaron, have you been vaccinated? And he said, yes, I've been immunized. Tamar, what's your take on that based on everything that's happening now? First, about what he said, and then let's start talking about how it affects the team and other players. Go ahead, Tamar, you're up first.
So when I previously heard about Aaron Rodgers, his little situation, I previously thought that I didn't think he did anything wrong, if I'm being honest. I thought that he answered the question to the best of his ability. And I just believe that they asked him if he was vaccinated, and he said that he was immunized. Now, the media did what they wanted with that information, and that's not his fault. He told him what he was. And so under that circumstance, I feel like he's done nothing wrong. But I'll speak more into that with the evidence that I have coming up.
Oh, he's got evidence. We'll listen to that later. It's going to get hot in here. Now, Jasmine, this is your quarterback. Mm-hmm. He's your guy. He's been your quarterback forever. He said he's been immunized, and all of this comes out. What are your thoughts on how this whole thing is worked out?
Man, it's been crazy, but I have to agree with Tamar. Like, me personally, I think he did the team and the NFL actually a solid by saying that, I was immunized. I mean, the media did what they wanted to do with that, and now it seems like they're kind of butthurt because, they find out what the truth really is. But I feel like he did mislead. I will say that, but I feel like he misled the media and not the NFL or the team. So that's just where I stand on it.
Okay. Jasmine, we're going to stick with you for a second. Tomorrow, we're going to come to you with the same question.
Okay.
Both of you have said that the media took it and did what they wanted to do with it. Jasmine, you're preparing to be one of those media people.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think they did with it? Tell me, what did they do? Then Tamar, you're up next. Same question. Jasmine, you're first. What did they do with it?
I think they completely twisted it how they wanted to twist it. And I feel like since it's such a hot topic right now, like this whole thing, it's a hot topic. Like it's a very touchy subject, whether it's in sports or in politics or in news. But I feel like the media twisted it. They wanted to run with the story. They wanted to, build it, add more flames to it, add their own thing to it. Something I wouldn't do. Like I wouldn't do that. I would just take what I take and, okay, that's what you said. Okay, that's just what you said. So I think that's where I stand on that also.
All right. Now, Tamar, same question to you. What did the media do? Don't give us your evidence and everything yet. Well, I'm going to give you time to do that. All right. I'm going to give time for that. But tell us, see, I want to hear, this is great. Both of you are college students, right? What older folks think is going to be different. So I want everyone to hear your voice. That's why I'm so excited about this show and having both of you here to talk about it. Go ahead, Tamar. What did the media twist? What did they do?
I have to agree with Jasmine on this one. I think that the media chose to take his words and make them their own. I feel as though that when he was asked the question, was he vaccinated? He answered it to the best of his ability. Now, if that answer didn't, feel right with you as a reporter, then that's your fault. But he answered it to the best of his ability. And with that being said, there's nothing wrong about what he did. I believe that because he is in such a wide point of view when it comes to like sports and celebrity and just being in that fishbowl aspect, yes, it was misleading. But he's not obligated to lead you the right way as a media reporter. You asked him a question and he answered to the best of his ability. That's all you can ask for somebody, especially of that higher altitude when it comes to, society.
Okay. Now, Tamar, when he answered the question and said, yes, I've been immunized. Have you heard any reports, Tamar, of anyone saying, well, what do you mean by you're immunized? Did you get the vaccine? Did anyone push deeper?
No, the crazy thing is no one pushed deeper. No one went to find out whether immunized meant vaccinated or whether immunized meant he's had the correct vitamins and shots and antibodies in his body to prevent him or, to prevent him from spreading the disease. So no one went deeper into it. I feel as though and Jasmine said, I feel as everyone took what he said to the media and ran with it. They believed what they wanted to believe and created a narrative that they felt as though he should follow. And when it came out that he didn't follow that same narrative, now everyone's like, oh, this is preposterous. Like, I'm baffled. This is puzzling. Like, how could he not be vaccinated when he never stated that he was ever vaccinated, just that he was immunized from it?
Okay. Jasmine, what's your take on that? If you were, and I don't like doing hypotheticals, but I'm going to do one anyway.
Okay.
If you were interviewing the Packers and you were interviewing Rodgers whenever that interview took place, and someone in the room, one of your media colleagues said, have you been vaccinated? And he says, yes, I've been immunized. Would you have asked, shouldn't someone have said, well, what type of immunization? Did you get the vaccine? What did you get? Did you get Pfizer? Did you get Moderna? Did you get Johnson & Johnson? What'd you get? What's your take on that, Jasmine? Then tomorrow we're going to listen to your research. Go ahead, Jasmine.
So with that, I feel like I wouldn't have asked my colleague anything because I wouldn't have dug anything deeper, because I believe that whatever Aaron's personal health thing is, I think that should be a private thing. I think it's up to the NFL. I think it's up to the team to know his personal thing and what he's going on with his health. I feel like he answered it how he answered it. If it was misleading or not, well, that's up to the media. If they wanted to do research on that, that's their thing. But if I was in that room, he said what he said. That's just what it was. I mean, that's his personal that's his personal thing. Health shouldn't be, publicized. That's my opinion.
Okay. All right. That's what I want to hear. Everyone's opinion. Now, Tamar, about 7 minutes ago, you looked down to the right like you had a whole lot of notes ready for us. So go ahead, tell us what you got.
So I've wanted to talk about this for a while now, and so I've asked a few peers of mine, and I talked to my EOP director, and we were just discussing
EOP. What's that?
So that's it's like EOF, in which it's a program where they take kids who usually don't make enough money but have the talents to prove themselves worthy.
Okay. All right.
And
right on.
yeah, and they bring them they just help them out financially while putting them in a system to succeed in excellence.
All right, and you're doing it. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Go
I
ahead.
appreciate
Go
that.
ahead. Tell us. Keep going. Go ahead.
So we were talking about it, and as we were talking about it, he was stating we kind of compared it to the whole Kyrie Irving situation, and I was trying to state that Aaron Rodgers took his time, and he's never sat out a season because he just didn't want to play. He took his time, and this was just something that happened based off of reports that I've read on NFL.com and just ESPN. Aaron Rodgers was known to follow all unvaccination protocols within the perimeters of the Green Bay Packers organization, which means that his team and his organization had to have known that he was unvaccinated. So under no reasoning or way did he put his team in jeopardy. And that's his job. His job is to not put his team in jeopardy. And that's what he did. He followed every rule. It just happened so that he's the one who got COVID. So my question to my EOP director was, what if he was vaccinated? Would this have been the same problem? Would he have been ridiculed as much if he was vaccinated? And just to answer that, I don't think he would have. But it's not fair to sit there and label him as this hypocrite because he didn't do anything wrong in this situation. He kept everybody safe. He kept himself safe, and he just happened to have COVID, and he was just unvaccinated. And so with that being said, he also went on the Pat McAfee show, and he talked about why he wasn't vaccinated. And he wasn't vaccinated because he was allergic to two ingredients that he didn't disclose, which he doesn't have to. But he was allergic to two ingredients inside of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. And then after hearing the recalls of Johnson & Johnson, he didn't want to risk it. And he's allowed to make those decisions. But when you try to compare it to the Kyrie Irving situation, and Kyrie Irving has sat out for load management and stuff like this, we're paying you millions of dollars. And the NBA made it mandatory that you do get a vaccine, and you don't want to get a vaccine. Okay, that's fine. But you have to understand you're going to be repercussed for things like that. Aaron Rodgers, they didn't make it mandatory. And with that being said, he didn't get repercussed for it.
Okay. All right. I like it. Jasmine, what do you think about that? Tamar, that's good stuff. That's good preparation, good information. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. Go ahead, Jasmine. What do you think about what Tamar just said?
That evidence you just brought was 1,000% correct. And I think the reason why with Kyrie's situation, everyone's so hard about it is because we've seen what he's done in the past, and it kind of piled up to what it is right now. So I feel like, now people are like, okay, Kyrie, you're doing this, you're standing for this and things like that. And it's totally up to you. That's your personal decision, but you just need to be aware that what you're already looked at in the media a certain way. But back to that, what Tamar said, what Aaron did was he didn't do anything wrong, and he disclosed the information how he felt and he needed. And he didn't have to disclose as much information as he needed to. But I feel like right now, what you said, I want to piggyback off what you said. If he was vaccinated, would we be having this conversation right now? And I don't think it is, because I feel like there is a sweet tooth for unvaccinated people. I think there is a target on that. I do believe that, especially with, these athletes in the media who are standing up and saying certain things. There is a certain agenda to that. But I feel like Aaron, he said what he said. He got COVID. He seems very fine to me. I think we'll expect to see him on the field soon. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to throw another hypothetical out there, and we have about a minute and a half remaining. So once my questions comes out, Jasmine, you're first. You get like 30 seconds. Tamar, you're next, 30 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and finish up. Would it have been better for Aaron Rodgers to say, when he was asked, have you been vaccinated, for him to say, I have not received one of the vaccines? Would it have been better? And if so, would we even be talking about all of this stuff right now? Jasmine, you're first.
I honestly think the reason why he misled is because he didn't want the media. I think he was in a very awkward spot at that time, because we were it was like an awkward situation with the vaccines and it coming out and all these different, it's a hot spot for it right now. So I felt he was in a very awkward situation. But if he said it then, I mean, I think it still would have went crazy how it is now. But I feel like I don't think it would have been as bad, because I feel like in the beginning, like right now, some people, the media took that he did take it, and then we find out he didn't. Now everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's this, he's that. But, if he said it then, I think it would have been a lot easier, because now you can get, but I think they still would have attacked him the same way.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right, Tamar?
Yeah, just to add to Jasmine, I feel as though they would have attacked him regardless. I think that if he would have stated that he was not vaccinated, considering everything that he was already going through throughout the offseason with potentially sitting out and not wanting to play with the Packers and having all this negative output on him already, sitting there saying that I'm not vaccinated would have only put more negativity on his name. And I feel like he wanted to refrain from doing that. He wanted to build back up his legacy to what it was and what it always will be, which is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. And he did that by answering the best of his ability.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, notice I haven't given my opinion, my thoughts, whatever on this. And guess what? I'm not going to. All right. Because today's show is about your thoughts, your opinions, and I want the audience to hear the thoughts, opinions, research, Tamar, of college students. I want them to hear that. And that's what you provided. Jasmine, that's what you brought here, your thoughts, and you both articulated your thoughts beautifully. That's what I wanted the audience to hear, what you were thinking, not me. You go on some shows and this guy, you know, if he likes you. I mean, the only thing, Tamar, I may have given you 10 more seconds just because you were a Ravens fan, right? other than that, there is no other thing going on here, right? Thank you both for being here, Jasmine and Tamar. Tamar, I want you to go first, though. Tell everyone again about yourself. Tell them where you're going to school and what you hope to do and all those things. Go ahead. Give us the rundown on you again, please.
Yeah. Okay. So I go to school at Centenary University, located in Hackettstown, New Jersey. I am a sports management major, and I plan on graduating in May of 2022. As of right now, I'm hosting our 2022 annual, our 11th annual 2022 sports management conference. It is on April 8th. 2022, and we are looking for panelists, but I will be doing that, and I will be graduating soon and hoping to find a career in sales.
Okay. All right. Right on. Now, I wouldn't mind being a panelist. Jasmine would surely be a panelist also, right? Yeah. And our fee to do that, you'd be crazily surprised at what low fee we would be panelists for. I mean, yeah, we do it for free. Yeah, we really would. Yeah, so let us know. And when you get those dates, email them to me. I'll make sure everybody gets them, and so I'll spread the word on you hosting. Jasmine, go ahead. Give us some information about you again, then we'll finish up.
Well, everyone, again, my name is Jasmine Pollock. I currently go to Warner University, and I am in sports communication. I want to become a sports analyst and one day have my own show. I love the Packers again, so I'm going to come here and talk about my Packers. And I do have my own show, First Impression Sports, and that airs every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely check me out.
Right on. You do have your own show, so you're doing it already. Right on. I'm happy for you. Thank you both for being on the show. This was a great, real quick conversation. Thanks for sharing your thoughts, and thanks for being prepared for the discussion. I really appreciate it. I'm sure our audience does too. Folks, my name is Leon Thomas. You just watched an episode of Real Thoughts and Conversations with our guest Jasmine Pollock and Tamar Wertz. Jasmine's a student at Warner University. Tamar's a student at Centenary University, two rising superstars in sports and sports broadcasting. Thank you both for being here. Folks, thanks for watching real thoughts and conversation. I'm Leon Thomas. We'll see you next time when we talk about it.